Okay, everybody, welcome back to Oki's Eden. I roasted my sugar pie pumpkin yesterday. This is my other one. This one's not quite as ripe. This one will probably become pumpkin pie next week, but they get about that big. It's about 5 inches in diameter. They don't get much bigger than that. Same time, same temperature. You can see the bubbling, the caramelization, all of this caramelization. I'm assuming that's because sugar pie pumpkins, um, for good reason, are called sugar pie because I think they have a higher sugar content than regular pumpkin, like the Connecticut Gold. So if you take a look at that, that's all caramelized, and that's going to be delicious. So I've let this set overnight to cool. Now I'll just take, you can see it just fell apart. See the flesh? I'll just put that in my little handy dandy food processor, blender, whatever you want to call it. And again, that's all caramelized. The Connecticut Field have a sugar content. They're sweet, but I don't think it's as much as the sugar pies because I mean they did not. My Connecticut Field didn't get that much caramelization on them, but you can see the flesh is just, it's like ribs when they fall off the bone. It's coming right off the skin. All of those skins are just going to go back into my subscriber garden to help add nutrients to that soil because that soil is pretty rough, as you can probably tell from some of my videos. As you see me try to dig it, it's kind of got a lot of clay content. But yeah, I'll show you. The caramelization is just amazing. It browned up really nice. So I'll just get this all cut up, and then I'm going to just blend it with a little bit of water, make it a puree, and then it will go in the fridge with a sieve and just let all the water drain out. And then tomorrow, I will make my sugar pie, pumpkin pie. And a little hack, get a fillet knife. Fillet knives are a little flimsy towards the tip, so it's very easy to follow along the structure of the skin without breaking through. So you can just get right in there and just bend it. And it just cuts through like butter. I sharpen it every time, but nothing like a good fillet knife for cooking. But it just, look at how that flesh just pulls apart. Look at the sugar. I guarantee that's all caramel. Look at that. I need 2 cups, and at the rate this is going, this is probably going to give me 3. So this should, between the two, I should get 3 pies out of all of this puree, just these 2 pumpkins, which will be really cool. Because I have other puree in the freezer. Probably what I'm going to do is the next 2 or 3 that I harvest are going to go right in the freezer. I'm going to clean them and then put them in the freezer and let them soften in the freezer and then bake them to make my pies. And so there you have it. There is a bunch of my sugar pie pumpkin that's going to become puree in a few minutes. I'm not going to show that process. I just blend it up with some water, put it in a sieve, set it overnight, and I'll show you that first thing in the morning. You guys take care. Welcome back, everybody. So here we go. I have 3 eggs in here already. And in here, I already have my half a cup of evaporated milk. And I have a 3/4 cup of brown sugar already in here. I've just been letting it sit there for a little bit. To that, I'm going to add my 2 cups of pumpkin puree. That is my own sugar pie pumpkin puree from the garden. Let's get this whisked in. I was going to use a spoon, but I'm crazy, so I thought I'd whisk it. Anyways, all right. So we're just going to mix this in really well. That's what we got so far. Spice mix. On here is 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of allspice, half a teaspoon of ginger, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and half a teaspoon of pumpkin spice, and half a teaspoon of salt. So we're going to get all of those into the sugar pie pumpkin puree. We'll get that whisked around. It smells like the holidays in here. I got to taste test it. Okay. Give me 5 or 10 minutes. Let me get my pie crust out of the refrigerator and get that rolled out, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We're here for the pumpkin pie reveal using my sugar pie pumpkin. Had some technical difficulties, but here it is. Fresh out of the oven. It's a really nice looking pie. It's much deeper in color than it was with the Connecticut field pumpkin. Because that footage was messed up, I lost some footage of me rolling out the dough and then filling it with the pumpkin pie mix. A trick I learned a long time ago was take some parchment paper, lay it out, sprinkle your flour on it, put your dough on the center, and then roll it to the size you need for your pie plate. Flip the pie plate upside down. Drag it to the edge of the counter and flip it. Peel the parchment paper back and just let it rest and go into the pie plate. Push it in the edges there. Cut around the edge. Take your fork around the edge if you want to dress it up some. But sometimes if it sticks to the counter, you tear it, so on and so forth. This does really help make it much easier, and it doesn't let you tear the dough. Also, it is 425 for 20 minutes on the pizza stone. Preheat the pizza stone. And then turn it down at 20 minutes, turn it down to 350 for 20 more minutes. And it should finish up and be done. I'm not going to do a taste test right now. I'm doing a live in a few minutes. I'm going to do a taste test at the live. So we'll see you there.